Welcome to Bookmas! My name is Tammy, and this is the Protagonist Pub where characters gather. So, for today's video, it's going to be a short and sweet one, but it's going to be some of my favorite Christmas books. And, some of them I have copies of, and some of them I don't. So, the first one I don't have a copy of was the Twas the Night Before Christmas. My brother and I each had a copy of this book, and they were identical. And they were so well loved that by the time we were adults, they were falling apart. And at least once a year at Christmas, and specifically on Christmas Eve, my dad would read us Twas the Night Before Christmas. And I can still hear him in my head all these decades later. And I can still see the artwork in my head. So, if I can find it, and I will make a notation down below, this is the copy of the book that my brother and I had growing up. It is a cherished memory. And if we had kids, we would definitely own a copy of the book. But we do not. And it's one of those books that makes me sad. I can't share with our kids. But sometimes those are the cards life deals you. I don't currently have a copy of this book in front of me. By the time this video airs, I will have a copy. That would be A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Title flew out of my head for a minute. I love this book. It creeped me out as a kid. But at the same time, even as a child watching the movies and reading the books and digging into Gothic literature. So, even as a kid reading this book and watching the movie, I understood that Christmas is far more than the joy of presents under the tree. It was about the connections we all need in life to be functional, happy, well-rounded adults. And the introvert in me does not have this huge, wide circle of friends in real life, or any at all really outside of my husband and my family. But I cherish my family, and I cherish the relationships I do have. And part of those relationships have expanded to the Booktube community and the Instagram community, and I value your comments, and I so deeply appreciate when you take the time to like a video or comment on a video, and it means the world to me. And if you are feeling lonely or you need to talk, just feel free to reach out. My phone is usually not too far away, and if I have, spare brain capacity, I will reply, and it's fine. I am thankful for each and every one of you, and I may not say it enough, but it is deeply meaningful to me. And the last Christmas book that means the world to me is a children's book. And I had it as a child. Again, it was tattered by the time I was an adult. And the first time we found out we were pregnant was right before Christmas of 2004. And we were in Barnes & Noble, and Dave knew how much this book meant to me. And so he bought a copy for our soon-to-be little one. And that is The Littlest Angel by Charles Tazewell, illustrated by Paul Micah. And this is a book I think belongs in every child's personal library. The illustrations are not the same as my copy as a child. At least I don't remember them being this way, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah. Like, here's the very first major illustration. And this tells the story of a little angel who is constantly in trouble in heaven. And when the baby Jesus is born, he learns the wealth of a gift that is giving to others. And it is a beautiful story, and it is impactful. I think this belongs, like I said, in every child's library. It isn't long. It's got beautiful pictures. I admit I reread this every year. Wait, here's another set of pictures. And truly, this is a beautiful book. And it isn't one your 4-year-old is going to sit down and read, unless, like me, they were voracious readers by 4. But it is one that will become a family favorite. And it is one that is so meaningful to me that I put it on display every year for Christmas. I not only read it, it's part of our Christmas decorations in the house. It isn't hidden on a bookcase. It isn't, tucked away where it can't be seen. It is important enough that it is always visible as soon as the Christmas tree goes up. And so, those are some of my favorite Christmas books. Editing Tammy. I obviously was coffee or sleep deprived or mentally tired when I filmed this video because I forgot a very important Christmas book. That would be How the Grinch Stole Christmas by Dr. Seuss. Not only do I love the animated television version of the book, I love the book itself. Now, I'm not at all a fan of the full-length movies, but the book and the animated show, absolutely. They are among the must-read, watch books every year for me for Christmas. And I don't know anybody who who doesn't love the Grinch and Max and Cindy Lou Who. And so, yeah. I am very sorry I initially forgot the Grinch. And now back to the rest of the video. Christmas books, to me, are very meaningful. I don't just have a list of random books I've read that are set in Christmas, or each one of these books desperately means something important to me as a reader, as a human being, shaped my development as a child. And so I thought I would share them this year. Do you have books that are deeply meaningful for you that are set at Christmas? If so, leave a comment down below. like and subscribe. Enjoy your December. Spend time with your family and friends. And I look forward to seeing you here next time at the Protagonist Pub.